Hello everyone, this is Sonet, and in this video we're going to learn JavaScript. So JavaScript is one of the most important language in the world. So without further ado, we can start. So first we have to create a file. I will call it app.js. You can name whatever you want. I will go to the app.js file and we can start coding. The first thing we would say how to print something in the console. How to get the output. So if you come from other languages like Python or C++, you have something called print. But in JavaScript we have console.log. I would say welcome to JavaScript. Save it, go, and I'm gonna run the code with Node. You can see Node app.js. Welcome to JavaScript. So what is Node? Is a runtime environment for JavaScript. Basically JavaScript, when it was created, they were mainly working with in the website, in the front end. Every website in the world behind the scene use some JavaScript for the interaction. But then Ryan Dahl, he actually came along and he proposed to use the JavaScript in the backend as well. And then he created a Node. So Node runtime is nothing but just a runtime that help the JavaScript to run in the system itself. It means in the server. So nowadays it is the one of the most popular backend programming language or backend programming tool, you can say, the Node.js. So we're going to use the Node.js for compiling our code as like Python. You use Python or use C++ for say GCC for C. At the same time, we can use Node.js in JavaScript case. You can download it in JavaScript from Google if you want. Otherwise, if you want, you can link your JavaScript code with the HTML tag and then you can run it. I would say this is the easiest one. So this is the way how you can print the console, get the output. So let's start with the variables. In JavaScript, there are mainly 2 or 3 kinds of variables. Okay, the first thing is var, and then we have let, then we have const. Yep, these 3 basically. So what is the var and let? The var and let, these two are quite similar. It means you can declare a variable and you can change it. It's a real variable. But the const is constant. So once you have declared it, you cannot change it. That's the difference. So let's talk about why var and let. If I can do the same thing with var and let, why we should not use only one thing? Initially, in JavaScript, there was only var, there was no let. But the thing is, var have some scope issue. What I mean by that? Just I will discuss about this later. But initially, you have to know var is function scoped, and let and const, they are sorry. I said it wrong. Like var is global scoped, and let and const, they are the function scoped. What I mean by that, I will say it later, because if I say this time, you won't understand. So let's talk about let. Mostly nowadays we use let and const, we abandon var, because it's really pain on us. You don't know why you declare it, and some other variable will access it. No one use it. So first I would say let x is equal to 33 or 44, and I can say console.log x. If I run it, yeah, I got the 44. By the way, those who don't know what is variable, coming in the programming world for the first time, variable is like when we put some data. For say you're gonna store some data in your software, like when your code run, it use some data to some location to store your data, and in the memory itself they have lots of location, right? So you can't actually say the operating system give me the 3xb4 blah 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 location. You can get it, right? So what you do, you will name the location cell, the memory cell, for say a b c, not like that of course, in a useful name, for say name, or for say person, blah blah blah. So just name the cell of the location, and it will store the data in the location there, and when you need it you can easily grab it. So let me give an example. For say I will say let x is equal to 44, and I will say let y is equal to 55, and then I will say oh gosh, let sum is equal to x plus y, simple arithmetics. Then I will console.log sum. Everything seems good. If I run this, you can see what the heck. Let me run it again. Oh my bad. Node app.js. Yup, we have 99. So what it actually happened here, I actually put the 44, store it at x, then I put the 55, store it at y, then I declare a new variable called sum, grab the value from the x and the y, do the addition, store it as sum, and then a console.log get the sum, directly get the data from the sum variable. So that is the variable stuff. So now let me talk about the constant. It is nothing special, it's the same thing like variable, console, but instead of variable, like variable you can change it. For say I could say console.log x. Okay, let me run it. You can see, but if I will try to change it for say 55, let's say, if I try to design the same thing, what happened, I will get the error. You can see type error. The thing is you cannot assign or reassign in the constant, that's why you declare it const. A good rules of thumbs is whenever you can use const, because it will make your code more safe. So let's talk about the type. Those who coming from other languages like Python, C, whatever, not in Python, in C, C++, they have the types for integer, in string, blah blah blah. But in JavaScript it is not give a shit about the type. So whatever you want you can assign it in the variable. For say let name is equal to sonnet, it is a string by the way, and if I will reassign it name 8 is equal to 40 as a number, console.log name, if I run it, yep, you can see we got the number. So you can reassign with whichever value you want in the JavaScript. Yeah, I know it's a bit weird, but that's how JavaScript work. It's too friendly. That's why nowadays programmers like me mostly prefer TypeScript. It is kind of JavaScript, but it won't allow you to reassign the different type in a variable. It's like JavaScript with type, nothing else. Okay, come back to JavaScript. It's my favorite language, by the way. I love it because this thing make life so easy. I know it's sometimes it's bug prone, but it's okay. So that was the variables. So we have different types in JavaScript, including number. You have seen we have, for so we have number, we have string, we have boolean, it's like true or false. Then we have, of course, decimal, it is inside a number. So number covers everything from decimal to positive, negative number, whatever you want to store, this number here. Then we have something called undefined and null. What's that? Undefined is like you will, if you try to access a variable which is not assigned, it will give you undefined. Not like other languages, it will give you error. No, for say if I say let x, okay, and then I will try to access x, what happened? You see, undefined. This is a data type, by the way. Undefined is like string or whatever, it is a data type. How about I won't declare the variable itself? And now try. What happened? I think it will get error. Yeah, it will get error, reference error. But the thing is, when you assign it, I mean, just before that, you just assign it, but don't assign any value, then it will automatically assign an undefined to the variable. But you cannot do it with const. For C, you are thinking, okay, if I can do this, so how about I will wait. What the heck? How about I will say const x. You can say my editor is getting error. It's okay. It will give you error because you have to assign something in the const. You cannot keep it blank. Okay. So if I do 45, the error is gone, and if I run node app.js, message is there. So this is the variable stuff in JavaScript. I don't wanna take your time with showing you some bullshit like plus minus. You can do it, but one thing I wanna say, if you wanna need the remainder, whatever you say, or modulus, it is supported, like console dot log 44 modulus 3. You can get it. It will give you the remainder. Okay, you can see 1. So this is the arithmetics in JavaScript. Now let's talk about the real juicy stuff, that is the function. In JavaScript, function is a high class citizen. It means you can use deal a function as like a variable. You can pass it as an argument to another function. You can do whatever you want with the function. So there are mainly two syntax to create a function. The first thing is function say hello for say, okay, and then you will do whatever you want, like console.log hello. And if I now call the function like say hello, then I would run it. Yep, we got the hello. Now those who don't know what is function is like grouping your code so that you can reuse it again and again. For say I wanna write these two lines, hello, and here it will be word, okay, and I need to print this for 4 times. So if I won't have the function, what I have to do, I have to copy it and then paste. So for the 4th, let's make it a comment. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show you the comment. In JavaScript, you can use the double slash to set the comment. In the comment section, when you will set it as a comment, it won't show you. It means the compiler, JavaScript compiler, will ignore it. Okay, it won't like it will be for the programmer. Actually, you can comment down whatever you want, so the other who gonna see your code, they can understand. So double slash is the comment. So if I wanna run it now, you can see hello world. What happened? It should be run several times. Maybe I forgot to. Yeah, I got hello world. Sorry, I got hello world, whatever. So you see, the code is like this. You have to write 3 times hello world. But what about you wanna write it once? Okay, and believe me, this real life function is not like hello world. It's huge. for say 1500 or 1000 line code in a function. So if you wanna do the same thing again and again, you have to repeat it 1000 times. Whatever you will just put it in a function and you will call whenever you need it. That make lives easier, huh? So I will delete this and then I will uncomment it and I'll call it again. Say hello. Yep. And if I now run it, it will say we got hello world twice. So this is the beauty of function. No, this is not the beauty, it is the starting. There are lots of stuff with the function. I'm going to show you again and again. First, say you want to make the function a bit useful, like every time saying hello world, you need something that will say different name. Like for different people it will say different thing. For say if I say sonnet, it will say hello sonnet. Sometimes it will say hello Alex. Okay, what can we do? So what we can do, we can write a new function say name, and here we can take parameter. What I mean by that, let me show you. First and now we'll say console.log name. Okay, now if I will call this with not name, let me console.log hello plus name. By the way, you can add two string together. Okay, it is also permittable in JavaScript. So if I do this and run this, what happened? Node.js, nothing happened. Because I forgot to call the function. There's another thing, if you don't call it, it won't run. So if I call say name, and now I have to pass a name, so I will say sonnet, and then I will call it again, and I will say Alex. So it will print hello sonnet and hello Alex. So if I say node.js, see hello sonnet and hello Alex. Isn't it amazing? So you can customize the function however you want. Not only that, you can send multiple parameter here. First, you can also say age, and you can add plus you. Okay, I will add a space before you are plus age plus years old. Okay. Oh, by the way, every statement in JavaScript can be ended with the semicolon, but if you want, you can skip it. But my editor automatically format it because I have a setup format on save. So when I save it, it will automatically format it. So I will say node. Oh, I haven't called the function yet. Say name, and I would say sonnet, and I'll give an age for say 24. Yeah, 23, 24. Okay. If I now call it node app.js, you can see hello sonnet 44, you are undefined. We got our first bug, baby. Yeah, we got our first bug in the code. It's okay. Let's see what happened. Console.log hello name plus hello sonnet you are plus age years old. Everything looks okay. Name, age, I said name. I did it wrong. You can see I just put I just put a 24 inside the string, so it is the whole thing is in string. Okay, So what I can do, I can put it again, SONET. Yeah, this time this should be number 24. Yeah, you are fine now. Yup. Hello, Sonnet. You are 24 years old. That's cool. So you can customize your function like this. So this is the one way of writing function in JavaScript. And there's another way I want to show you, that is called array function. So you can do the same thing with array function. So let me show you. First, say this is the name function. Okay, I will make it a comment of it so that I can write it again. So I will say const. You can use let as well as a variable. You can write the function as a variable. Const say name, and you will say equal, and you will put the bracket and is equal to and the arrow. This is an array function. So now you can write console.log. What about I will take a copy of it and I will paste it there. Yep. And I will make the comment over. Yep, it looks good. So at the same like this, we can use name and age here, and you can call it like before. Say name. This time like Alex. He will be 5 years old. So now if I run it, you can see, hello Alex, you are 55 years old. So that's the thing. These two kind of function is available with us in JavaScript. One is function keyword explicitly, and the other one is shorthand. You can say array function. So now we're gonna see another good stuff, that a function can take argument another can take another function as an argument. What is argument? These guys are argument, like say name, age, these guys are argument, and we are passing it like Alex 54 to 55. These are argument we are passing it, though in technical world we call it parameters, but same thing. Parameter arguments, they make the same thing. You can, for say like this 55, you can send a function over here. So let me show you. Let's write another function. I love array function. For say call me, okay, and it will be an array function, and what it will what happened, I'm getting an error, I don't know why. Const call me, it's an array function, and it will take a function as argument. Okay, so fn, whatever you can name it, it's up to you, but I'm just naming it fn, and then I will call the fn over there. Okay, so what will happen? So if I will now I have to write the fn function. Okay, const fn is equal to, for this function do nothing, it will say console.log I am fn. Okay, and then we will run the call me function with fn. If I call it, you can say hello Alex. By the way, this I didn't comment the previous one, but you can see this thing, I am fn. I am fn is running inside. I didn't call the fn function, you know. Wait, let me comment it out. Okay, to be clear, yeah, I am fn. You see, I didn't call the fn function, I called the call me function, this thing, and call me function take fn as an argument. So I pass it there, and then it will call inside it. So it will be called, and the console log will be there. So this is possible because JavaScript support give the first class support of what is a function, and this pattern is called high level function, high order function. Okay, so now we're gonna learn the return keyword. In the whole situation we are just consoling out, right? But first, in any case, you want to run a function and get the value out of it. So there's a very simple pattern of it. Let's say we're gonna add two number, some function sum x and y, and then I wanna do when the function will be called, I wanna return the addition of it and I store the value on some other variable. So I can say return x plus y. So after return, nothing will work. Okay, but let me show you before. So if I say const for say my sum, a new variable, equal to sum 44 55, and if I run this, nothing will happen. Oh, I just forgetting commenting the previous code again and again. Okay, so if I run this, nothing will happen, you can say, because the value is returned, not console.log. So what we have to do, the value, this function ran, do the addition, and then return this value to my sum variable, and it is stored over there. So if I now console.log my sum, you can see what I got. Yep, we got it. So that's one thing, and the other thing is a amazing thing, that is, if I will run something over there before the return for say sum, and now run the code, you can see sum is there, because when I declare the variable, I called a function, so it will return it and store the addition in the my sum, but before that it ran the console.log. But if I just move it after the function, after the return keyword, what happened? Nothing happened. It means this line of code haven't run, because after return a function won't run anymore. Okay, so that's the function stuff, and now we're gonna learn object. So I will delete all of this. So what is object? Object is nothing, it is a, you can say, a collection, a collection of things. For say, I would say, like, it's a model, it's a, for say, if you wanna represent something, a table or a person, you cannot represent it with only one property. Like, you cannot say his name is Alex, so Alex is the person. You cannot represent it with string, right? Because the person have different property. He have an age, maybe a height, a color, a name, lots of things. But if you wanna do it in separately, like for say, you will say const name is equal to sonnet, const age equal to 23. Oh my gosh. Const age 23, and then you'll say const for say what, hair color is equal to black. If you want, you can do this, but there is no connection between them. These three things are three separate variable, right? But you wanna represent the sonnet, the person itself, once. How you can do? You can use a object. So you can say const sonnet, curly brackets, and now you can say name equal to sonnet. You will say age. What happened? Yeah, you can say name, then the comma, and then you can say age for say 24. You can say hair color black. it's not formatting. Why? Let me do it manually. Yep. So this is the sonnet, and this entire thing is one variable, that is sonnet. We have the name, we have the age of him, we have the hair color of him. Okay, so now if I will on a console.log it, what will get? You can I'm getting an error. Why reference error. Console.log sonnet const sonnet. I'm getting a reference error. It shouldn't be. Let me run again. Reference error. Sonnet is not defined. Why? I misspelled it. It will be sonnet. Yeah, now it will work. Error happen all the time in coding, so it's okay. You can see the object name sonnet, age 44, 24, and hair color black. But you will get the entire thing. But how about you need only the name or only the age? How can you access it? Very simple. You will just get a dot and the name. Now if I access it, I get the sonnet. This is the one way. This is the one way of accessing it. The another way is outside console.log sonnet. You get a curly bracket, third bracket, and inside the string you can say age for say. I'll comment it down. Okay, and on it. Yep, you get 2 to 4. The same stuff, but I prefer this way mostly. But you can do whatever you want. That was the that is the object in JavaScript, and I want to show you something new in the objects. That is, these all are called object properties, like name, age. These are the variable, right? How about I want to add a function? As I said, function is a first class citizen in JavaScript. How about I would add a function for say hello. I can add a function over there, of course. Why not? So I'll say console.log hi there. And now if I want to call it, it's very simple. Sonnet dot say hello. You can say, yep, hi there. But the thing is, there's a magic. There's another a very special keyword in JavaScript. Is called this. So what is this? It means in this function, though it's not function, it is the function, but when you use the function inside the object, it will be method. They just named it, so you have to. So these are called method. So inside an object, every method have an access of this keyword. This. Does this refer the object itself? What I mean. For say, I wanna console dot keep it there. We're gonna write a new method. It's okay. For say I need a description method. Okay. For say my info. It is a function, and here I will write console.log my name is, and then my name is, my AI tool is just giving me recommendation. My name is plus, I would say this dot name. This it refers the object itself. This means the entire thing, this object. So this is the same thing as called sonnet dot name. this sonnet is referred by the this, so let's put it as comment. Then if I now run it, wait, I haven't called it yet. Yep. I'm getting an error, syntax error. I don't know why. I'm getting an error. Why? I'm getting syntax error. Why? Maybe there is an error. I have to write it again. I don't know why. Just real quick. Sonnet is equal to name sonnet age 23. It's okay. Then I have our function, say info function console.log I am plus this dot name I am plus this dot age plus here solved. Okay, everything seems good, but I'm getting an error here. Console.log, what the heck? Oh, let me, I'm getting an error. Oh, I just forgot to add the plus here. Okay, yep, there was that. So let me write it. You can see you haven't seen it because I forgot to call the function. Sonnet dot say info. If I call it, now you can see, yep, I am undefined. Why? I think I got the error. Give me the. If I wait, I will explain. Okay. Now if I run it, yeah, I am Sonnet. I am 23 years old. The problem is here you cannot use the arrow function. You have to use the function syntax. But why? Because the behavior of this in arrow function and the function keyword is different. You can ask why. Because both of them has different use case. If you use the arrow function, then this can't refer to the object itself. It is called this binding. It is an advanced topic. If you want, you can just look at over the net. But you can ask me as well. I will make a advanced video about JavaScript advanced topics. But just remember, if you want to use this inside an object, you cannot use arrow function. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay. So this is the object thing. So that's the main thing about JavaScript. And I will say one thing more, that is the array. Array means a list of things. For say you wanna list your friend's name. So how can do this? You can say friends equal to this thing, Sonnet, Alex, and Bob. Okay. And now if you print it down, friends, if you run it, you can see this is the friends of the list actually. And you can access individual element using the array keyword. If you run 0, index 0, you will get the first element. because the indexing in programming languages start with 0. It's not a 1. You would say like Sonnet will be the 1, then Alex will be the 2, but no. Sonnet will be 0, Alex will be 1, then so forth, so go. So this is the array thing. So now I'm gonna show you the conditional. For say, till now our code was running, it didn't take any decision, right? It was running one by line. But first you wanna do a little check, like in USA, if you are under 18 you cannot go to the nightclub, right? So how about we're gonna check the age. So you can say let age is equal to, for say, 54, 55, and if age greater than or equal to 80, what if 187 if it is greater than equal to 18, then console.log welcome to the club. Okay, else console.log you are not allowed. Okay, so if I run this, what will happen? Let's see. We got welcome to the club because 55, the age is greater than 18, right? But if I will do, for say, 10, and now I run it, you are not allowed. So this is called if else. It's a condition. You're gonna check the condition. If it met it, then it will run the code inside of it. And if you, okay, what? Yep. So if you met the condition, this code will run. If it won't, then this code will run. Very simple. So if you want to do a conditional change, for say, if you are 18, then you can enter the club. But if you are under 21, you cannot drink. So how you can do this? So we can write this like this: if age greater than equal to 8, greater than equal to 21. If it is greater than equal to 21, then console.log you can drink. Okay, and if you are greater than equal to 18, then you can at least join the club. So it will be else if age greater than equal to 18, then it will be what? Welcome to the club. I am getting an error, syntax error. I don't know why. Else if I have to finish it. Yep, the error is not gone yet. Else if age greater than equal to 18. I am getting a syntax error here. Let me write it again. Else if age greater than equal to 18, then console.log you can join the club. Else, it means you are under 18. Then say console.log, what the heck, console.log you are not allowed. So now if I run the code, what gonna happen? You are under 18, right? So this code should work. You are not allowed. So if I run it, you are not allowed. And if you are 19, what gonna happen? This code will run because it is you are under 21, but you are still greater than 18, right? You are allowed. And how about you are 22? 22. Let's say, yep, you can drink because you are over 22. So these are the conditional operator in JavaScript. And now we're gonna learn the loop. So first, say you wanna run a code again and again. How you can do this? It's very simple. There are mainly two loops. One is for loop and the other is while loop. So what is for loop and what is while loop? I will take some water. Give me a sec. Yeah, I know the sound is annoying, but it's okay. Okay, let's start. There are mainly two kind of loop in JavaScript. One is while, one is for. Loop means you can see it. A thing will go on again and again unless condition actually met. So first, say on a print 1 to 100, you can do like this: console.log 1 1, and then console.log 2, like this. It will take ages, right? So you can do, it will take ages, like console 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Oh my goodness. But you can do it in 3 or 4 lines of code. How? Let's see. I say const x is equal to 1, and then I write while, my editor is running, while x is less than 100, then console.log x. So while is x less than, while is x less than 100, this console.log 1. Okay, what do you think? The code will run? Of course. Let's see. It is running, you can see, but 1 1 1, and it's infinite. It's not breaking, it's just running and running and running. You can see. Why? Because the x is 1 forever. Like it will be 1 when the universe will destroy, right? It will be 1 and 1 and 1 1 1. Millions of years later it will be 1. So how this while loop will break? You won't break, right? Because x is always less than 100. This is called infinite loop. The thing you saw. It's a huge bug most of the coding. Like if you do coding and if you got an infinite loop, oh man, it destroy your memory, your app will crash. So what we have to do, we have to somehow increase the number of x, value of x. So you can say x plus equal to 1. It's like this: x is equal to x plus 1. Okay, so every time x will be increased by 1. So now if I run it, and I'm getting a type error. I don't know why. Oh, I just declared as const. My bad. It will be late because you cannot reassign the const. So node, yep, now you can see it is 100. 99 actually, not 100, because it was less than 100. It would be less than equal to 100. Now if I run it, I got 1 to 100. You can see. So that is the thing of loop. But in real programming world, you won't see like this. X is equal to x plus 1. Instead of this, you can write what happened. You can write x plus equal to 1. Okay, the same stuff. It's a shorthand. If I run it now, the same thing. Not the same thing. I'm getting an error. Why? Oh, it is an. I guess this is an. If I run x plus equal to 1, I am outside the loop. That's why I'm getting the error. If I put it there, now I run it. You can see the same stuff. X plus equal to 1. Same thing. Because this is more frequent. That's why programmers, if you wanna increase by 1, then you can also write like this, just x plus plus, because we use it frequently. There's a short form. You can see same result. And you can add whatever you want. Like if you wanna add 1, 2, 3, 5, everything is okay. So first say, in this case, I wanna increase by 10. Okay. Node. Yep. I haven't saved it yet. Okay. Yep. You can see every time 1, 10, 1, 11, 22, 21, 31, increase by 10. But you cannot do like this. First you would say, okay, x plus plus 10. No, not happened. Only for the case of 1, it is most frequent. That's why we have the x plus plus. These three things are the same. So these are the while loop, and now we have the another loop is called for loop. So after showing for loop, now I'll close the video. It's almost like long time. I think after seeing the for loop, no, I will say I can show you the class stuff. Then I can close the video. Okay. So what is for loop? The same stuff. I will just make it a comment of it so that it won't run. So for loop is like the shorter version of while loop. Think about this. To run the while loop, what we basically do? We do 3 things. Declare a variable x, make a condition, check it, and then increase the variable. These 3 things we need to run that much code. In the for loop, you can do all of them in one line. The for let x is equal to 1, then give it a semicolon, then x less than equal to 100, and the increment x plus plus plus. You can see same stuff. Console.log x. So if I now run it, yep, we got the same stuff. So this is the for loop. This thing and that thing are the same. So which one is easier for you can use it. Same stuff. So this is the loop, and now we're gonna learn the last stuff, that is the classes. What is classes? Classes are something, a blueprint of constructing an object. First, say you wanna describe the person or a table. So how can you describe it? A table has a color, a table has a height. No, let's say person. Let's say dog. Dog will be easier. Otherwise, people will be offended. Why you are using person as an example? Nowadays, people are crazy, in the internet. So what we'll do, we will use a dog as a class. For the dog lover, please don't take it in a bad way. So a dog is an object. We're gonna there will be different kind of dog, right? So you're gonna make a class of dog so that you can make object from it. So let me show you. I would say class dog and then give it a curly bracket, and then I will write something called constructor, and I will say name and first age, and then I will set it this dot name equal to name, this dot age equal to age. This is the dog. So now if I want to create a dog, it's a blueprint. By the way, it's not the dog itself, it's a blueprint of the dog. Okay, now we're going to create the dog. So we'll say const first say Tommy. So I will say new is a new keyword dog, and give it a name Tommy, and of course it have to be have an age. So first say 3. Yep. So now if I run it, console.log Tommy, you would say we get dog object. It have the name, it have the age, and now it is an object. So as I said before, we can use like name, it is okay, Tommy. So what's the difference? I mean, what's the difference between a class and an object? The thing is, a class is a blueprint. We can use this blueprint and can create whatever amount of object we want. For say I wanna create another dog, const puppy, and I would say new dog, name will be puppy, the age will be 10, 20. I don't know how long a dog live, but it's okay. So if I will do console.log puppy dot name, if I run it, I got an error. It's a reference error, I don't know why. Maybe I mistyped it. Console.log pu puppy dot name. Now it will work, I guess. Oh no, reference error. Puppy is puppy is not defined. Why? Oh, why puppy is not defined? Puppy. I did something some mistake, I guess. Puppy dot name. Yup, I got the puppy, So the thing is, you can make however lots of like object from the class, from the blueprint. And not only this thing, this constructor, this function will run whenever you will create the class. Okay, so whenever you will use a new keyword, and then the function will run. This is the constructor. So these things are like object properties, as I showed you before. Now we're gonna see how to add methods. So you can say bark. Okay, you can add function here, of course, like the method. So bark, and now we're gonna add like this, console.log dog bark. And now if I want to run it, I will say for say Tommy will bark. Okay, Tommy dot bark node, you see dog bark. Isn't it amazing? If you want to do it a bit personal, for say without dog bark, you're gonna say its name. So you can say console.log this dot name plus barks. So if I run it, Tommy barks. It is good. And if I run with puppy dot bark, what's gonna happen? Same stuff. Tommy bark, puppy bark. So these are the classes. Before I ending the video, I'm gonna show you another thing. You see, I use this plus keyword while I was trying to concat two strings. There's another syntax, easiest syntax. You can use like this. Console.log, instead of single quote or double quote, you can use this quote. This is in the tab, the tab button. Okay. Now up, sorry, the section is up at the tab, not the tab, the button up the tab. You can see it, you can find in your keyboard. And now if I write, if I use a variable, I can use like this dot name, and then I can say bark. You will see the same thing. Same stuff. So this is like formatting string. You can use whatever variable. It should be a variable. You can use a function here, but that should return a value here. I mean, this dot name, you can see. So you can use this syntax for either concatenating the screen. I mean, plusing the screen or adding the screen is called concatenated programming. You can use this stuff rather than plus. It looks good, you know. So I guess I have covered most of the basic things in JavaScript. JavaScript is not a easy language. I mean, it's easy. It's a very fun language. But there are lots of things. Believe me. So it was a crash course. If you need more, you can let me know in comment. I'm gonna add more advanced videos in JavaScript. So this is my first video in my channel. So if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. And if you don't like it, just dislike and let me know why you dislike it. Okay. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye.